Young and the Restless next week. Victor fakes nice and Amanda clears path for Dumas. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a nice day. Before we begin the video, please subscribe and give the video a thumbs up. Young and the Restless spoilers. Amanda Sinclair returns. So, as this week ends, we've got Amanda in town and it has the Winters family all up in arms. Lily Winters, Crystal Khalil, Devin Hamilton, Brighton James, and Nate Hastings, Sean Dominic all get texts and they show up to meet with Dumas. And as they filter in, they're like, "Hey, what are you doing here? What are you doing here?" And then Amanda shows up to drop a bombshell. Devin initially thinks that his ex Amanda might be Dumas. And Amanda kind of makes a joke about it, but then makes clear, no, she's absolutely not. Dumas is a guy. She's only his attorney. And he wanted Amanda to meet with all of these interested parties to answer some questions for them. Of course, they want to know if Dumas is a fake name. Well, duh. Obviously, it is. And Amanda says that he is absolutely the person that he claims to be. And he recruited Amanda. And she said she's been meeting him face to face. So she knows exactly who he is and says he has no interest in taking over Winters, but he was a big fan of Neil Winters, Christophe St. John, her pal Phyllis Summers, Michelle Stafford, and demands to know why she is trying to reach Amanda's boss, Dumas. That's going to start this week, carry over into next week. And if he really is Kane, then, by the way, he does not have a romantic history with Phyllis or anything like that, but isn't a fan of hers in particular. So, next week, Amanda has a run-in with Abby Newman, Melissa Ordway, and Amanda reassures her that everybody just needs to relax. Dumas is trying to protect the Winters family and their company. He isn't trying to take anything from them, but Abby wants to know what's in it for this guy. So, we're finally starting to get some answers on this whole storyline that's just honestly the identity has gone on too long. It's silly. Hopefully, we'll get some resolution and some closure next week. Nick, Sharon, and Phyllis, a familiar YNR love triangle heats up. Also, at the end of this week, Nick Newman, Joshua Morrow, is trying to help Phyllis and he tells her that he's there for her when he sees that she's clearly spiraling, and then Sharon Newman, Sharon Case, shows up and interrupts and things are kind of prickly between Phyllis and Sharon after Nick goes. Looks like Sharon may be a little jealous about Nick and vice versa about Phyllis and Sharon and Nick. And we all know Nick is being nice to Phyllis, but there's no romantic spark, at least not yet. But that's not to say there won't be. And it definitely feels like Sharon and Phyllis are headed for another rivalry over Nick. Been there, done that. We all got the t-shirt, right? The Young and the Restless, next week. Victor fakes nice and Amanda clears the path for Dumas. The week in Genoa City begins with an eerie calm, the kind of quiet that precedes a storm. At Newman Enterprises, the walls seem to whisper secrets behind Victor Newman's classic poker face. To the casual observer, he's all charm and warmth. But behind the legendary smirk, a storm brews. Victor isn't making peace, he's positioning. He calls family meetings, holds long lunches, even shares moments of faux vulnerability. The message is clear, he's a new man, one ready to mend fences. But no one really changes overnight in Genoa City. Especially not Victor. Behind closed doors, he's methodically constructing a new web. His eyes are on Chancellor Winters. He sees an opportunity there, a vulnerability. While Lily and Devin try to steady the ship after recent turbulence, Victor is quietly assessing which strings to pull. He praises Lily's leadership and Devin's loyalty in public, but in private, he's preparing to pry their foundation apart, brick by brick. Meanwhile, Amanda Sinclair steps back into Genoa City with silent determination. She's sharper than ever, carrying herself with a poised, focused edge. Gone are the distractions of old romances and endless emotional tug-of-wars. Amanda is here on business. And her client? None other than Dumas International. Rumors of Dumas expanding into the American market have been floating around for weeks, but Amanda's presence confirms the whispers. She's not here to negotiate, she's here to clear the path, ruthlessly if needed. She meets with city officials, charms board members, and untangles red tape like silk threads. Amanda makes herself the architect of Dumas' future in Genoa City, and she's laying a runway for something big. But progress never comes without friction. As Amanda begins to move chess pieces, Chancellor Winters starts to take notice. Dumas' expansion threatens their digital division, and whispers of a potential merger or hostile acquisition reach Lily's ears. Devon wants to confront Amanda directly, but Lily advises caution. There's still too much history between Devon and Amanda, and one wrong move could reignite buried tensions. Back at Newman Enterprises, Victor watches Amanda's rise with fascination. He sees a kindred spirit, not an ally, but a worthy adversary. He considers making overtures to Dumas himself. After all, if Amanda is clearing the path, Victor might just decide to pave it, but Victor doesn't act impulsively. Instead, he plants seeds. He orchestrates coincidental meetings between Nate Hastings and Dumas representatives. Nate, freshly recovered from his fall from Newman's inner circle, is looking for a new purpose, and Victor knows how to offer one just tempting enough. With the right push, Nate could find himself at the center of the Dumas-Newman axis, or become its collateral damage. At Society, Amanda and Audra Charles cross paths. Two women, both brilliant,